Okay, I'll wait a little bit to see if people get in the chat, and until then I'm going to go ahead and send the links out to everybody so that they know that the stream is going on. Hope everyone's doing well. Let me get the links sent out. Here, 1 second. Okay, copy link. Live chat. Once again, I'll have to watch it later. Have to get some sleep for work. Yeah, Megatron. Hey guys. Streaming Deathmark. Come watch. Paste that. And copy it. That way I can send it out to everybody. Alright. I'm going to send the link out on Discord, then we'll be ready to roll. Everybody. Okay. Alright, I believe that'll do it. Just wait for a few people to get into the chat, and then we'll go ahead and begin. Excuse me. Let me check the chat right now. Alright, just one guy so far. Give it a few minutes, let other people catch in, then we'll begin. Just gonna crack open a beer for the meantime. Some Colorado Avalanche Amber Ale. Really good stuff. I'm not too big of a beer drinker, but I will drink ambers and stouts, especially creamy or thick stouts like Guinness. Says we only have one guy watching so far. Who's the viewer? Reveal thyself. Still waiting to get some more people in. I'm kind of surprised I don't have at least 2 people watching. I got 2 people in the viewing, it says now. So that's good. I'll give it another, maybe another 5 minutes. I would like to get at least one more person on before we begin. But if we don't get another person jumping in 5 minutes, then we'll go ahead and get started. let's see here. Alright, we went from 2 to 1. Well, it is what it is. If I only get one person watching, then hey, let's hang out and have a good time. See where the story takes us. Alright, well, for the one person who's watching, how are you doing? How is the apocalypse treating you? It's starting to drive me a little nuts that I can't go out and take my computer to go writing somewhere other than home. You know, I really like to be able to head to the library or to either do research or write, or head into like the other one that I would like to go to is like a coffee shop or a cafe or something. So yeah, it's starting to hit a little close to home with being confined. Still one guy watching. Alright, well, time's here. Only one person watching, so whoever you are, we're going to go on a little bit of a journey. Just, you know, hangout session, I guess. Well, there'll be a hangout session watching, playing Deathmark, so we'll begin. Let me just check one last thing. Alright, let's begin. And I'll keep the chat open, that way I can see people, if people pop in and what people are saying. Cujo Mansion. Loading complete. Alright, I believe what I gotta do to continue the game now is I have to click talk. Let me Press this, I think it'll tell me. Yeah, it's nearly dawn. I better get some rest. Yep, okay. Use talk to continue to the next chapter. Yep, that was correct. No mark bears to choose from, right? We still have we still have all the items from this chapter, okay. Alright, let's begin. Mary isn't here anymore. Should I rest for today? Rest. I decide to rest now. Chapter 4, Mrs. Zoo, End. Ooh, got a chap, got a trophy for it. It's been nearly a day since we found Mary. Like a boat adrift on an ocean without a compass to guide us. Who knows where the currents will take us? Will we find salvation at the end? Hey, Mr. LeBlanc. Looks like we wasted a whole day. Is it going to be like this every day? If you're done checking in here, why don't we take a look outside? Mary said unnecessary contact with outsiders could speed up the Mark's curse. And if I lose any more of my memories, I'm not sure if I'll be able to function. For the past 10 days, the only other person I've spoken to in this convenience store is the convenience store clerk. Ah, that explains why we've only had TV dinners and snack food to eat. But sitting and waiting isn't going to accomplish anything. I'd rather not wind up forgetting my own name, like you. Not that I completely believe that this cursed thing is real. She raises her voice to hide how it shakes. She's still stubbornly sticking to her denial of the existence of spirits and the Mark. But I know she's already accepted it. After all, she went through it herself last night. Ghosts and curses don't exist. Why did this happen to me? Kiru is startled at this sudden knock. A visitor in the middle of the night. I don't need Mary to know it's Mark Barrett. Who's the new character? Sorry to impose on you so late. A tall, thin man walks in. Oh, it's another doctor. His skin is as white as a sheet, and dark circles nearly swallow his eyes. Oh my god! It's Genderbend Omenomicon! Oh boy, okay, for those of you who don't know, Omen's a artist on social media, and she's a friend of mine, and oh my god, no, now I can't unsee it. It looks like Genderbend Omenomicon, and the fact that he's got the little, that he's got the hint of purple in there just adds to that. Okay. Anyways, sorry, I had to laugh at my own expense, or I thought it was funny. Okay. His skin is as white as a sheet, and dark circles nearly swallow his eyes. It's almost like a dead person stands before us. You're LeBlanc and Hiru, right? I heard you and Mark. Yeah! I heard about you and the Mark from Yasuoka before I came in. Something about a Miss Zoo, too? Sounds like you had a rough night. He seems to know about Yasuoka. Maybe she's following through on her promise and sent him to help us. Well, let's get introductions done. I'm Shuji Damon. Shuji Damon, yep. I think you can guess my occupation. Wearing this thing means I don't have to explain, thank goodness. He gestures to the stethoscope around his neck. What kind of business brings a doctor like you here? Damon's eyes flicker over to the suspicion in Hiru's tone. No need to be so defensive. I have the cursed scar, same as you, the Mark. and buttons his shirt to reveal a familiar mark on the left side of his chest. It just suddenly appeared one day. Though to be honest, I never thought it happened to me. Maybe it's punishment for being stupidly curious about it. Curious? Did you know about the mark before Yasuoka told you about it? Yeah, that's right. There's mention of a strange scar in my grandpa's records as a military physician. I did some personal research. A military physician's records would mean they'd be from the Second World War, more than 50 years ago. But that doesn't add up. Rumors of the mark only started about a month ago now. If it was mentioned in those records, the rumors would be much older. There's a reason for that. Patients with the symptoms were kept in a secret army laboratory. After the war, all top-secret documents related to the lab were burned, except the clinical records I found. A secret lab, huh? But it's just because it's not... It's unscientific, but that doesn't mean that's not true, so... Exactly. I was like you when I was young, believing everything in the world could be explained with science. We could cure any illness as long as we understand the pathology. But I finally understand. We pathetic humans can only grasp a small piece of the truth. You sound like a fool to me. Our intellect will solve every mystery eventually. I like your spirit. However, it's hard to picture the mark being used as a weapon. Army engineering lab was developing something. It was called a Kanan. And someone would correct me in the chat. But Hisatov Canon? 50 years ago, in the Buddha statues. It can't be. Dr. Damon, where is that lab? Unfortunately, I have no idea. Sorry. The documents my grandfather kept don't give any details about it. I see. Hey, Mr. LeBlanc. That 13th Army Engineering Lab. It's the shelter Zukawa went to. Oh, this is getting cool. She pulls out her old map. I wanted to keep it secret, but as I'd rather not die from this mark, I'll tell you. Oh, so now you're admitting to it, eh? This shows the entrances to the 13th Army Engineering Lab. Whoa, are you serious? In his excitement, he starts coughing. My apologies. Where did you get that, Hiro? My grandfather passed 6 months ago. We were sorting his belongings. Isn't the idea of a secret lab just fascinating? So I thought I'd look into it. And then Miss Zukawa stole it. I accidentally let it slip to her. She loved strange experiments like that, so it probably stuck with her. I thought as much, though. Whatever turned her into a monster is down in that secret lab. That's a pretty unscientific line of reasoning. Using the occult to turn yourself into a monster is utter nonsense. But if there's a scientific method behind it, I'll have to consider it. I suppose that's just how she is. Was that your grandfather involved with the lab in some way? He could have been. All I know is that he was an engineer with the rank of captain. Wait, hold on. You're both grandchildren of people involved with the engineering lab. And now both of you have the mark? Yes, that would be correct. That, and our lab coats, are probably all Hiro and I have in common. From what we understand, people with the mark appeared in the secret lab 50 years ago. There might be something there that will help us find the truth behind the curse. That's the origin of the Cannon Soldier. A name that reminds me of a statue. The traces of Miss Zu in the shelter. It might be all connected to the Buddha statues that were stolen from H Shrine. Dr. Damon gave us a lot of info. We'll have to thank Yasuoka for introducing him to us. The fates are indeed mysterious. Dr. Damon, will you help us? Yes, of course. Just don't expect anything physical. Are you sick? You don't look so well. Yes, something like that. I don't practice what I preach. His dry laugh sounds like he's deflecting. He's abnormally thin for a man his age. It's possible that he's gravely ill. So we're heading to the shelter. About that, we were stopped from going any further by a locked door. That strange old man was there too. Doubt he'll cooperate with us though. It'll be difficult to break in from there. Where did you enter the shelter? A manhole on K. Miyamachi North Road. I see. She opens the map and studies it. You're right. An entrance is there. But there seems to be one other one. It's at M. Now South Alley. Have you tried going there? No, not yet. Then let's go there. Hopefully we can get in. New info was added to the Spirit file. Rumors of the Cannon Soldier. Okay. Let's keep Hiro with us for a little bit, but then we'll switch over to Shuji, Damon, in a little bit, because I'm actually very interested in him, but I want to see her reaction to it, because she's been wanting to get to that shelter, so I want to see her initial reaction to it, and then after a little bit we'll switch over to Damon. See what items we got. Nope, nothing. Mary isn't here anymore. South Alley, here we come. Oh. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to refresh the chat. My phone let go of the internet for a minute for some reason. Okay. You reach M. Now South Alley. Like the North Road, it's silent and empty. The map doesn't specify the location of the entrance, just that it's here. We'll have to search for it. Alright, time to look around. There are traces of the name of the store on the roof. It looks like it's closed now. I'm guessing it's a manhole. I'm just trying to see what else you can find here. Even though this is a residential area, the street is completely deserted. Okay, let's hit the manhole. There's a manhole. Unlike K. Miyamachi, this road only has one. I'm sure this is the place. The manhole lid has a plate to grip it, just like the one at K. Miyamachi. This has to be it. Still, this is strange. Why doesn't the public have any idea about the underground shelter? You'd think the steward department would, at least. Does she sound kind of excited? I bet that terrible experiments fascinate her. When I lift the lid, a musty smell greets us. Ugh, this smells familiar. Sounds. You can't hear smells. Like the other entrance, the hole goes deep. Thankfully, there's a ladder here too. Alright, time to go down. Go ahead, Mr. LeBlanc. Hiro and I descend into the dark world hidden beneath H City. What awaits us down in that darkness? Will we find the truth we're seeking? Or a hell smeared with blood? Chapter 5, Cannon Soldier. Or Cannon Soldier. I need to figure out the pronunciation of that. That's going to drive me nuts. The sight that greets us at the bottom is the same that we saw at K. Miyamachi. The looming concrete walls and the suffocating stagnant air. We weren't wrong to assume that the two places are connected. What is that singing? Huh. So, this is the engineering lab. It's even more dreary than I expected. Wait, do you hear a song? Yeah, I do. If it's not some kind of prank, then maybe the spirits of the soldiers are wandering around and singing. You have no proof of that. It's entirely unscientific. Shut up about that crap. Sorry. Still, it's a little unsettling to hear any army song all the way down here. It's gotta be a supernatural phenomenon. It's a bloodstain. There's an area within the stain that is lighter colored than the rest. I run my fingers over it and realize something is stuck through the floor. I keep scratching at it until it starts to crease, and I manage to pull it up off the floor. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Okay, let's go behind us. Let's start this way. Oh, there's a door. There's that blood stain. Looks like something was laying against the wall. There are pitch black stains. Is this blood? What? Impossible. That much blood would be... But doesn't that other thing bother you too? I'm not an idiot. Of course I'd notice. A spot without any stains. It looks like something was posted here. There's a clearly defined clean space on the wall, as if something had been there. It looks like it avoided being sprayed with blood because something was originally posted here. A poster or bulletin. Something like that. Well, it's illegible now. There are pitch black stains. Okay. Open my eyes wide and stare at the white space that might have been a poster. I only end up drying out my eyes. The stains seem to be old blood. It crackles and breaks off into flakes when I run my fingers over it. Right. See if there's anything else. Got stains up here too. It's a little unsettling because this kind of reminded me of, there was a show that I used to watch a lot on History Channel. It was called Cities of the Underworld, and they would look at historical locations that took place underground, whether they be tunnels, catacombs, bunkers, whatever. And something that's really eerie about underground bunkers or bases or anything from Japan in the Second World War is, especially if they were in the middle of places that saw combat, you would actually find a lot of areas in those hallways that have evidence of explosions. But the thing is, it's also accompanied by, well, in some areas that weren't cleaned off, blood stains. And what these actually were, because if anybody, I assume most of you know that, in Japanese culture with the military during that time and during the time of the samurais and such, surrendering is not an option. So if you were going to be captured, you normally kill yourself. And a lot of people in the bunkers, if you were a Japanese soldier or a military personnel, whatever, one of the ways that they commonly killed themselves was they would light off a grenade in their hands. It was pretty brutal. Okay, let's continue. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had a key. Okay. I think we've seen everything right here, so let's turn back. Let's move forward. Alright, let's have a look around here. This looks like an emergency light. This place is abandoned. Has a power generator been running for all these years? That's it, same thing. There are pitch black stains. I open my eyes wide and stare at the white space that might have been a poster. I ended up drying out my eyes. Okay. The stains seem to be old blood. It crackles and breaks off into flakes when I run my fingers over it. Alright. So this blood stain. A trail of blood leads to the ladder at the entrance. Was somebody trying to escape? Alright, I think that's everything. Let's head forward. Oh! Okay, there we go. This place is haunted. Hiru, I hope you saw that. Ghosts are real. Oh, wow, okay, I'm at a four-way intersection. Okay. Let's go left. Left is best. I step into the view of an iron door that appears before me. The air clearly shifts. Goosebumps rise. Presence is approaching. There's an incessant beeping, like from a telegraph. Let's keep going. I shrug and keep moving forward. Live or die. Okay, where do I walk into? The beeping becomes gradually louder, almost as if it's trying to tell me something. Dot 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 dot. Oh, dot. I'm sorry. Dash dot dash dot dot dash. Dash dot dash dot dot dash. Just keeps repeating this code. What in the world does it mean? Okay. Oh man, I don't know Morse code. The only Morse code that I know is SOS, which is dot 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 dash 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 dot dot dot. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it'll give me an option. Oh, good guess. I hear a quiet voice. Point to your soul. Point to my heart? Oh, oh boy, it really didn't like that answer. Holy crap, I had a lot of soul power and that just all drained. The darkness tightens around my throat like a noose. Without oxygen, my brain instantly shuts down. Okay. Just add again. I can't remember. What was this something to do with the Buddhist thing? I can't remember if like your soul is maybe it's in your head. Live or die. I hear a quiet voice. Point to your soul. I'm gonna guess the head this time. The beeping suddenly stops. Survive. Ah. Hiro seems terrified. Hey, Hiro, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Obviously. Uh, huh. She's acting different than usual. Let's go. I think it's fine now. Understood. I'm gonna stain right there. Alright, I only end up drying my eyes. Spill it. Stain seems to be old blood. Yep, okay, just crackles and breaks off and flakes. Excuse me. Let's see what else we can find here. Oh, we can go inside. Cool. We got some safes here. The air in this room is musty. At first glance, I'd say it's part of a medical facility. This is an operating room. And the smell. Ah, thought so. There it is. Shine the light over there for a second. Oh yeah, the skeleton. Yep. I shine the flashlight as directed and find a corpse. Hiro crouches down and begins to study it. Usually Hiro would be terrified, but at least for now she's fine. So you're fine with stuff like that? What? We all have organs and bones inside us, don't we? Only an idiot would be scared of them. Hiro skillfully examines the body. When they're done, they stand up again. To be blunt, the corpse is odd. What really draws the eyes is that the cervical vertebrae has been severed. The cut is normal. It's like it's notched. The only thing I can think of is that it was cut with non-surgical tooling. I have no idea why anyone would do something that cruel. In any case, it's clear that the head was purposefully severed. The head was severed with a tool. Huh. The corpse is too old to tell him everything. There should be a clue nearby. It'd be best to search the room. Yeah, good idea. New info was added to the spirit file. In the lab. Okay. Just how I'm sitting. Oh boy. Okay, let's check it out. It looks like it's been a number of years since the person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. It must have been cut off with some kind of tool. I would count they would just leave the tool here, but you know. Did I miss something? Okay, now I'm getting freaked out. I open the wire mesh door and peek inside, but I don't see anything. I go to close the door and see a paper stuck to the backside. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel a warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. It's a cabinet with a glass door. Looks like something's inside. Open it and search around. I find bells attached to a handle and a notebook with a black cover. It's titled Disposal Vat. I'm guessing it's a management record. I flip the cover open. Dispose 200 Super Dimension 7 Iron Door Half Spiritualized Hypothesize Focused Mystical Forces Need Sacred Object to Erase Safety Valve Release Code Diamond. There's nothing else written. Got Kagura Suzu Bell's Disposal Vat Management Record. What in the world are these notes going on about? Disposal, half spiritualization. I don't understand half these words. Plus, those bells I found don't fit the place at all. I close the notebook and put it in my bag. Just then, something tingles around my hand. Huh? It's a thin thread. It seems to be human hair. It glitters pale gold in the light. What? The mark starts sucking at my blood. I ignore it and instead stare at the shining hair, as if being pulled in. It's odd. I get the real feeling that this moment. No, it's here. This place. I've been here before. The mark's color glows more vivid. Early dawn. A few hours left until death closes in. Humble. Someone mumbles right next to me. Wait, that's not someone else. It's my own voice. Huh? As I thought. It's here. The words pour out from deep inside. I have absolutely no knowledge or control over them. Memories that aren't mine. Words and feelings I couldn't possibly know are falling from my lips. Check the disposal vat. It must be behind that wall. Felt weird when standing in front of that wall. Huh? Wait. Mr. Salem, what are you talking about? The instant Hiru speaks, the voice stops. It's nothing. I just remembered something important. You sure you're okay? You were mumbling some strange things. I'm fine, really, just spaced out for a bit. Better or worse, Hiro clearly didn't hear what I was saying. Still though, that voice. Could it be that my old self, the one I had lost along with my memories, was talking to me? The feeling I got when I saw the golden hair, maybe that's what triggered it. I haven't heard the other guiding voice for a while now. I guess all I can do is rely on my own self. The disposal vat behind the wall. Voice said to find that. New info was added to the spirit file. In the lab, number 1. It's a metal cabinet. Some of the doors are open, but most are locked tight. And search the ones that are open. I find a notebook titled Research Records and an army short sword. Ooh! The letters in the notebook have faded, but I can still read it. The experiment miraculously succeeds. This divine protection, the Ura statue, Onated from H Shrine, created by lying statue makers. Oh, okay. So we're getting somewhere with the Buddha statues. Using chisel donated by same family, sever head, tool together becomes the key. Finally, our dearest wish. There's nothing else written. Got research records. 1. Projectile short sword. A chisel? Like for sculpting. Yeah, most likely. Impossible. How could they do something like that? That's just impossible. Okay. So that's everything in... Oh. The light bulb is flickering weakly. Oh, that's it. Okay. Let's head on out. Alright. Let me make sure. I think that going this way will take us back to where we came from. Just make sure that I got a sense of where we are. Okay, yep, good. So this time we'll go right. Thing that we can observe over here. Don't see anything. Another intersection. This one with bloodstain. Lovely. I peek into the waterway and see something floating. I reach for it as I hold onto the edge. Somehow I manage to grab it. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Okay. The dried blood has blackened on the floor. There's quite a lot. Whoever left it probably died. Okay. Let's head to the right first. Alright. And we got absolutely nothing. So now we'll head straight, go to the left area. You go north at the intersection and... An outline of a door is flickering faintly in the wall ahead of us. Hey, look at that! What? What? Impossible. Is it another ghost thing? Huh? You can't see it. See what? Looks like Hiro can't see the door. No. That's a spiritual. Her mouth begins mumbling words I don't recognize all on its own. Oppose the spiritual with spiritual. If you touch it with a tool that honors the gods. The flow of words out of my mouth stops. Touch it with a tool that honors the gods. New info was added to the spirit file. Flickering half-spirit door. It's hard to make it out clear. Is this what half-spiritualization is? I touch the door, but it just feels like a wall. It seems the door has no substance. Now let's see here. Is there anything else? Or is that it? Okay. So that's it for that. Now we'll turn left. Oh no, wait. That was to the right, correct? Oh. Huh. Open the door, went inside. It's set up the same way as the operating room. This place may have been used for the same experiments. No ancient records left behind. Let's look. Nothing's inside the metal cabinet. Okay. It's a cabinet with a glass door. Looks like there's something in it. Let's open it up. Open up and search inside. I find a notebook titled Research Records and a small gun. Woohoo! Notes have been deteriorated, but I can just make out what they say. 70th, next experiment, Asra statue, connect male body and female head, success. Okay. Then, eternal phenomenon, spirit, frequent, hard, continue experiments. That's all it says. Got research records number 2, and palm pistol. Notes on the experiments, huh? You'd better give it a read. Got another corpse. Looks like it's been a number of years since this person had died. Dried skin gives it the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. Must have been some kind of tool. Okay, so nothing to discover about that, eh? Ooh, what do we got here? It's a rusted filing cabinet. It's a well-built metal cabinet. Whoever's inside should be intact. Okay? When I open the door, a cloud of dust flies up and blocks my vision. A notebook with a black cover is left inside. Experimental unit correspondence code. Experimental unit correspondence code. It seems to be a document about cryptograms. Inside it says Canon. Weapons code name. ... dash dash. Okay, I'm not sure what that means in Morse code. Heavenly Buddha. Project's code name. ... dash dash. Soul. Human heads used as materials. ... dash. Oh, I'm assuming that was for the other puzzle that we had, but I should look into those because we might need to remember those codes for later on. Looks like baboon code. It's similar to Morse. Alright. Seen everything there. Oh, cool. Okay. Now I'm lost. Great. Nope, maybe not. Coolio. Okay. So now we should... Okay, if I think I turn to the left and I go forward, I should see the ladder. Yep, okay, good. Now I at least know where I am. And now let's head forward. See if there's anything else. Prototype weapon, blah blah blah. Oh boy. Oh man. Crap. Corresponds. I don't know. I have to mumble. Words spill from my lips again. It's the priestess's tool. If a man displays spiritual power, it will be destroyed, so touch it silently. All I have is questions, but I have no choice to trust the other me. No. Touch the bells of the door carefully, making sure not to make any noise. I did it! The next instant, the door physically appears. What? What just happened? What did you do? It just felt like it was the right thing to do. But I stare at the door. I sense an alarming presence. According to my own voice, if I call it that, the disposal vat is beyond this door. I found some documents about it in the room with the operating table. Might be good to look through those. Let's be careful. This place is giving me a bad feeling. Okay, good. Okay. Let's save it here. We'll figure this out. Okay. Let's give a look. Take a look at these notes. Oh, look, wrong one. Wrong one. Weapon, cannon weapon code name, triple dot dash, double dot dash dash. Heavenly Buddha project code name, dot dash, dot dash dash, dot dash dash, dot. Okay. Okay, research records 1. Array statue ordained from a shrine created by line statue markers using chisel donated by the same family's severed head. Tool together becomes the key. Okay. Experiments Oscar statue. Male body and female head. Okay. Male body, female head. Open door and went inside. I push open the iron door and head inside. Oh, there's heads. Oh, Buddha statue heads. What is this place? On the other side of the door is the large, empty area reminiscent of a vault. Is this the disposal vat? It should be, but it's not quite what I expected. Oh, something's on the ground. Katana. Got a rusted army sword. I take what Hiro picked up. I shine the flashlight around the area. Are these heads of Buddha statues? Doesn't seem like they're being sorted. Is this some kind of garbage dump? Just then. Huh? A sound echoes off something heavy moving, and suddenly the room is lit with a pale light. Oh, what was that noise? Let's get out of here for now. I tried to open the door to get out, but... What? It's locked! What? We've been locked in? Huh? A cutting coldness invades and envelops my feet. The head snaps up and I see water pouring into the room like a giant waterfall. Water? It's ice cold. A polar bear swim is not something I ever wanted to do. It quickly rises to our knees. I can't even feel my feet anymore. Water on the ground? Hurry up and open the door. Look at hypothermia. Live or die. Okay. What we got here? I have to remember what was written in those documents about the disposal vat. What I see near me are Buddha heads. Okay, let's see. What should I do? Push diamond, earth head. Crap. I can't remember if it was. Let's try the diamond. Yep, okay, so I remember that correctly. Good. This is the diamond iron head. There's a heavy shudder and the sound of movement. And the cooling water suddenly starts sweeping in one direction, down into a drain. Whoa! Sorry. Can't do a girl scream, I guess. When I open my eyes, all I see is darkness. Ugh. I quickly lift my head and rub my eyes. The vision slowly comes back. This is an intersection of the underground shelter. Looks like we were drained out with the water and flushed down a pipe. We were lucky. I very nearly breathed a sigh of relief. But then I remember Hiro. That's right. Where's Hiro? No need to be so worried. Huh? So it's you. It's been a while, you sneaky intruder. It's that old man I met in the passageway beneath Manhole Street. I tried to ask him about Hiro, but... My jaw's nearly locked and my voice is gone. But don't try to talk just yet. Water here comes straight from the T-Mountain Range, so it's deadly cold. You were submerged in for near an hour, so you'll be slurring your words for a while. Relax, relax. Your friend's fine. So, you, got somewhere to go back to? I nod as I groan. The old man's face brightens like the sun. Oh, that's great! Not that I'm demanding a reward for saving you or anything, but I am pretty darn hungry. The man eyes me, his smile sharp. We get in the car, and even though that it's the wrong season for it, I turn the heat on full blast. We dry off with towels and the like, but it doesn't stop our shivering for a long time. While this is going on, the old man... Blue! It's hot! Can I open a window? He's blatantly fanning himself in front of us. Okay, yes, in a way we owe him our lives, but even so, he's being a pain. Hang in there a little while longer. Hiro shudders. We're about to freeze, you know. It was an honest question, and it probably sucks for him, but we still keep the car like a sauna. After driving like that for a while, our teeth finally stopped chattering. The man's name is Banshee Ito. That's a cool name, Banshee Ito. That's how he introduced himself. That's obviously isn't his real name. I don't care. That's a cool name. As he sits next to me, Banshee gives off a savory smell, like freshly baked bread. It kind of cheers me up. At least it does for a few moments until I realize it's the stench of dried film. So, Banshee, what were you doing in a place like that? Banshee remains silent. Are you listening to me? Don't feel up to talking yet. I'll tell you in exchange for food. I shouldn't be surprised. Life's rough. Wait, that should be my question. What were you two doing down there? It's a long story. I summarize everything we know about spirits and the mark until I catch up to when we met him in the underground shelter. So that's how it is. Huh. He nods vigorously to himself. Do you really understand any of that? Hiro's doubts are reasonable, but Banshee waves a hand dismissively. Oh, whoops. I think I read it as if I was speaking as him, but it was actually Hiro. Of course I do. Who do you think I am? A terrible grudge is mucking up that underground shelter, and you guys wrapped up in it. You guys are wrapped up in it now. His story suddenly sounds fishy. A grudge. Banshee, do you know what happened down there? I said I'm not talking about that yet. I was born into a noble family, so I've always had the ability to see what others can't. I staked my name, Banshee Ito, on it,
so you can trust me. There's a terrible grudge swirling there, and you've gotten swept up in it. He's got nothing to base his claims on, but I get the feeling he's on the right track. In that case, oh, noble Lord Banshee, would you tell us? How do we overcome that whirlpool? Banshee replies with a monogamous flourish. Huh? That should be obvious. Whirlpools always have a center. You gotta find that. The center? A swirling grudge and the spirit thing. Is that what you called it? The birth of the spirit, the heart of the curse. Something like that should be left within that there swirling grudge. If you look for that, I'm sure then... He trails off. He gazes at the dark road, his mouth hanging open. It's like he's run out of batteries. Then what? What will happen? The black sky simply goes on forever before Banshee's eyes. Oh, that reminds me, LeBlanc! Banshee calls out as soon as we enter the garage. Take this! Just a little symbol of our friendship. Got underground shelter key. Is this the key for the underground shelter? Mm-hmm. I've had it when I was popping in and out from the place. I held on to it. But I'll lend it to you now. I'll lend it to you for now, LeBlanc. He just picked it up. Why is he acting like it's a favor? I have no reason to refuse him. Thanks, I'll borrow it. Damon walks up to us. Hey, you came back safely. Were you able to learn anything? Hiru butts in before I can speak. Wait just a minute. Don't tell me. You aren't going to believe that old man's story, are you? He's fishy. Whoa! That's rude! If you want my opinion, a snotty punk like you should have been trusted even less. Of course, LeBlanc. You believe me, right? Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, because if he's been living down there this entire time, he would have an idea of what's going on. That's my old good pal LeBlanc for you. Hey now, you feeling okay in the head? Anyway, changing the subject. Good grief. Can we just move on from talking about this? Banshee, you're hungry, right? The dining room should have something... Whoa! Food! Food! Banshee bolts out of the garage and vanishes into the mansion. Damon gives me an exasperated look. LeBlanc, it seems you've got another troublemaker on your hands. To appease the starving Banshee, I offer him some cup noodles and sweet buns. The epitome of hunger, he greedily begins scarfing it down like a starving dog. That was enough for 10 people. He devours all of it, and I'm reminded of a high-powered vacuum cleaner. Well, apparently, excellent. I haven't been this full in forever. Good for you. Now, answer our questions. What were you doing down there? Well, that's an easy one. Because it's my home. What? Been leaving down there ever since I found it 10 years ago. It's not too shabby a place. Keeps me out of the rain, and no damn brats messing with me. Though it gets a mite cold here in the winter. I I don't know how to respond to that. Hero and Damon seem to be the same. It was a paradise for me because no one knows about it. Until a weirdo showed up 6 months ago. Some woman dressed, doused in perfume. It was winter, and I don't like stirring up trouble, so I just stayed away. It must have been Mizukawa. I nod. That is my thought as well. That was a month ago. I figured she must have up and left, so I went back. But now there's something stranger. Which was a damn walking Buddha statue. I know I'm pretty out there, but even I was shocked by that. I even got this weird scar. Banshee removes his scar, revealing the mark on his neck. You may not believe this, but that statue gave you that scar. I figured. It was the cannon soldier after all. The cannon soldier? How do you know that name? Some document I saw had it. It was an old plan to make a Buddha statue, move with supernatural powers. A heavenly Buddha project weapon. Are you nuts? Spirit powers making something move? That's insane. Now, hero, calm down. So, those documents you found, are they still around? Nope! I burned them for warmth. I had a delicious roasted potato, too. How could you? Maybe take your own advice, Dr. Damon. Our measures of common sense seem to be rather different than this strange old man's. It's fine. My noggin works different from most people's. I got it all memorized. As you say, just tell us. We need to know about that project. The Heavenly Buddha Project was a pet project of some general at the end of the war. So they built that shelter for it. Ta-da! The 13th Army Engineering Lab. To make the cannon soldier thing, they did tests on Buddha statues. They were brought from some shrine or something somewhere. That must be a shrine. They did a bunch of stuff and infused the statues with spiritual power. There was a monk from Tea Mountain, spiritual treasures from all over. But nobody thought anything to actually come from it. The project was just an excuse to keep the fanatical general busy. At least it was supposed to be. But one day, those statues started moving. It went berserk through the lab and went crazy on a ton of people. The blood stains and old corpses in the shelter are probably the victims. Some people survived, but they had red, bite-like marks on them. The thing went and wrecked the place. Then it stopped and never moved again. No one knows what even triggered it. That's about everything it said. Hiro and Damon are as white as a sheet. I probably am too. It's a hard story to believe, but he has no reason to lie to us. I think he speaks the truth. What? Are you kidding me? A statue going around killing people and cursing them? Impossible. Then how do you explain the mark on his neck? Logic would dictate that the moving statue he saw was the cannon soldier. God. The dormant soldier suddenly starts moving after 50 years. That might be the cause of mine and Hiro's marks. What if you flip that, though? Both of your grandpas got the mark from the cannon soldier. When the soldier stopped moving, their marks disappeared. But it started up again, and you got because you're their descendants. If that's true, then the children inherited their parents' fate. Hiru can't seem to muster up any kind of counter-argument. I think she's in shock. I want to ask you something, old man. You say the cannon soldier stopped moving 50 years ago. But why? I think it was, some spiritual used a thingamajig to do something. So you have no idea. It's the most important part. Try to remember. It's not that easy, son. The mark might have made me forget. Taking his age into account, it's more likely it was just completely slipped his mind. It seems we must defeat the cannon soldier to be free of our marks. We'll have to figure it out on our own, if he can't be of more help. You seem to be a pro at this, Lubon. We'll be relying on you. I don't have any spiritual powers or anything. But you've already faced down 4 different spirits, haven't you? A normal person wouldn't have survived. Huh. Now he says it, I guess he's right. I've been hearing a mysterious voice a few times, and I've had weird premonitions. I even caught myself unconsciously talking when we were down in the shelter. So what are you folks going to do now? Good question. Not sure what one I should do. Let's investigate. I think it'd be best to investigate the soldier. Let's investigate the soldier in the shelter. We need to do something about that to get rid of your marks. If I'm descended from someone on the project, then mine might disappear too. I guess we're going back in then. Hiru's still kind of sulky, but at least she's recovered from her shock. We all share the same fate. It's too late to try to run away. Yep, you should find it there. The heart of everything's been causing the curse. You need to stop the cannon soldier. That's what my gut's telling me. What are you going to do then? I'm full now, so I'm going to go take a nap in the park nearby. I'll sit and wait until you fellas do something about this soldier. Wait just a minute, you old fart. Didn't we just say it's too late to run away? Okay, I get it. Well, you folks did feed me, so I guess I can help you. New info is added to the spirit file. The underground shelter's inhabitant. Other. Sweet! Alright, save it here. And let's switch up the partner to... Let's go with Damon. He coughs. Okay. Mary's not here, unfortunately. Let's head out. South Alley. Alright. Is there anything else here, or not? Just the... Okay. Head on down. Let's see what's behind this again. Stick iron door. Key holes and rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Open the door with the underground shelter key. Open the door and went inside. Oh, there's a headless Buddha statue. Single out-of-place Buddha statue. Its head has been cut off. Oh, it's a male body, it looks like, so we need to put a female head on it. Just like the notes said. The light bulb's covered in dust. It's obvious no one has touched it in a long time. Why is such an old bulb still working? It's a big iron box. There's a thin layer of dust on it, but it looks fairly intact. Oh! There's a few real heads in there. Ugh. Why are these here? The box is packed with carelessly tossed Buddha statue heads. A real, actual head can clearly be seen among them. There's a couple. There's a few. It's dry and mummified, but going by the long hair, it's probably female. Ah, there we go. See? Most likely one of the experiment's victims. Huh. So this is where it was. Let's take it and bring it to its owner. I thought you'd say that. Oh, just kidding. I feel Damon's gaze on me. New info is added to the spirit file. The box in the warehouse, number 1. You can only carry one head, and you choose which one to take. Let's take the woman's head. Got a human head. Sweet! It's a Buddha statue. The headless Buddha statue is covered in dust. There's a talisman stuck to its neck, as if it's taking the place of the missing head. Found a worn-out talisman. As I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. It's a Buddha statue. The headless Buddha statue is covered in dust. Well, can I interact with it? No, I guess not. Okay. Oh God! Jesus Christ! Oh, I was not expecting that. I got caught by a jump scare. I need to turn in my horror fan card. I cannot believe I fell for that. And let's head over here. Looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. Dried out skin makes an appearance of the mummy. Cut by the neck is jagged. Oh, okay. The head I picked up earlier might fit on the corpse's necks. Try attaching the head? Yeah, why not? Try attaching the human head. Doesn't fit very well. Okay, well, there's another corpse we could try. Let's try this one. Yeah, a person died, mummified, cut neck is jagged. The head I picked up earlier might fit on the corpse's neck. Try attaching the head? Yeah, why not? Try attaching the human head. It doesn't fit very well. Okay, well, given the nature of this game, there will probably be plenty of other corpses to try it on. Let's try it this way. Let's see here. There's nothing in here, eh? Okay. Seems to be locked. Okay, crap. Thick iron door, keyhole isn't rusted. Open that key. Oh, okay, there we go. I do have the key. Anything around here? The dude yelled "Banzai." You can hear a victory chant coming from the other side of the intersection. Yeah, let's keep going. I sure can keep moving forward. Take one step forward and live or die. Electric current runs through my body and the muscles seize up. Live or die. You lay about. What have you been doing there? You have the time to be loafing around, do you? Recite this base's slogans at once. Cheer for the final battle in the homeland. Okay. 100 million honorable deaths. Okay, yep. I kind of went with my stereotypical understanding of, World War II Japan. Once more, declare our resolve to strike back with air raids. We won't lose even if our country is reduced to ashes. Show your determination. Okay, we won't lose. Suppress your desires until we win. Send forth 100 million fireballs. You unpatriotic piece of shit. Whoops. Oh, okay, I got that very wrong, apparently. Our army has fought bravely from the southern tropics to the northern Arctic, but the tide still hasn't turned in our favor. What do you think? Can we win this crusade? If the kamikaze winds blow. Yep. You're pretty promising for a new recruit. Keep a good eye on the squad. Farewell. Survived. They're pretty good there, I think. Considering I barely knew what I was doing. Let's save after that. There are numerous footprints in the bloodstains on the floor. Are these human footprints, or... No noise coming from this pipe. I guess that no water's flowing through it. Quite a few intersections. Corpse over there. Human bones. Looks like the person was crushed to death. Something's written on the wall in blood. It says, I. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Open the door with the underground shelter key.
It's the operating room in the southern section. But on the table there's a corpse.
Its head is missing, just like the others. This corpse is lying there.
Let's try putting the woman's head on it. Try attaching the human head. Human head fits the severed head perfectly. Oh, there we go. World suddenly distorts. Oh! Oh, God. Wow. Okay.
A horrific scene appears before my eyes.
Yeah, that's,
Oh. Yikes. This is the woman on the operating table. Some kind of experiment is being performed on her. It must be seen in the past.
oh, God.
The sound triggers a change in views. Men in lab coats, holding surgical tools. They don't look like they're alive. The ghosts of the researchers seem to be stuck forever in nightmares of the past. I can hear the men whisper from my left side. Hey, she's awake. Don't worry, she'll be dead soon anyway. True enough. Then something else interrupts. You. This time it's a cold whisper from my right. You can hear me, can't you? Don't be afraid. Soon. The voice on my right cuts off and I can hear the men in lab coats again.
Oh, okay. Live or die.
Hey woman, which of these tools do you want us to use to cut your neck? This is it for you, so I'll let you decide. The chisel. Good answer. You're pretty smart. Unfortunately, you'll soon be saying goodbye to that clever head of yours. It's valuable material. We'll cut it off nicely.
Ooh.
Shut up. You're just like a pig. This is why I hate handling women. Be patient. We finally found a clue. Not yet. Wait. Now, give you power. Whisper from my right falls silent.
Yeah, never dreamed breaking from our usual method would go so well.
Hey pig, do you understand? Do you know the correct combination of head and body for the heavenly Buddha?
Yeah, female head, male torso.
Precisely, and that's why we need your head. Gladly offer up for the sake of our beloved country. The problem is the soul freshness. Regardless of refrigeration, it's all up to the quality of the cut. Though these are the only Though there are only so many available methods, this is all the equipment we have. Then to the freezer. The voices on the left cut out. A determined voice echoes in my right ear. Hate. 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 Hate this whole world. Tear it to pieces. The power to do that, I'll give it all to you, in the place where you hear me now. Hate them. Destroy them. Understand?
Yes. I only have 3 choices.
Good. Destroy them.
I return to my senses. I'm standing beside the operating table. I survived! Woohoo!
Just then, something slides out of the hand of the corpse on the table. Got a small key. What I just saw. No. More importantly, the voice that kept speaking from my right side. Who was that? You don't look so well. Did you see something? Yeah, actually. I explained to Damon what I just saw. A horrible tragedy happened here in the past. It's possible that whatever triggered it might have been whoever that voice belonged to. I think that's fascinating. I do, but what does that have to do with the mark? Well, I'm not sure about that part, but Damon's right. This isn't helping us accomplish our goal. We need to search for whatever gave birth to the spirit. Let's keep looking. The small key I just found might belong to the cabinet here. I turned my attention to the mark on my wrist. It isn't coming yet. I glance over at Damon, but they don't seem to be acting differently at all. Death should be slowly closing in on us, but it seems we still have some time. What's important right now is making sure we survive. New info was added to the spirit file. Mysterious human experiments. Other. Trusted filing cabinet. Okay. It's a well-built metal cabinet. Whatever's inside should be intact. Open the door using the small key. Oh! Inside is an old gun and some research records. Suddenly, berserk, severe damage, citric chanting. Complete insanity. One of those who made themselves deaf managed to remain sane. Half spiritualized. Like disposal pad. Need, sacred object. Attack. Destroy, human head. The heart of all this. Need to destroy, human head. That's all it says. Got gun with blanks. Research records 3. So destroy her head at some point? I don't know. Just like a woman. What kind of torture was this? I think it's everything I'm going to get from this room. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And we shall continue, let's say Saturday, and I'll try to make it 5 p.m. So Saturday at 5 p.m. we shall continue the Deathmark playthrough. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far, and as always, wish you peace and happiness, and enjoy your night.